Barges were empty about a month ago when we arrived here.
The source of our local drinking water, it's a lot cleaner today. Good evening, everyone. The final push on a massive Ohio River cleanup picked up thousands of pounds of trash today.
Members of a nonprofit and hundreds of volunteers spent the afternoon picking up tires, bottles, and barrels from the riverbank in the East End. Local 12's Joe Webb was with him. He joins us live downtown with a nasty cargo they are hauling away from here. Good for them, Joe.
Yeah, and they hauled it away just a minute ago. The reason that you can see that the only thing that you see on the public landing today is driftwood, no trash, is in large measure because of Living Lands and Waters. They've been in the area for the last month and they've collected more than 100 tons of trash. They've scoured the riverbank from Patriot, Indiana to Coney Island, and today they got a helping hand.
About 80 Procter Gamble employees gave up managing brands and marketing consumer products to get dirty today, cleaning up the Ohio River. After a photo op and pep talk, they doggedly headed upriver in johnboats to get to work.
And this is just a great chance for a bunch of P&Gers to get together and come down here and have a real positive impact, and it's also consistent with our efforts on environmental sustainability as well.
Lofty goals that take a lot of work. The volunteers quickly found the most popular pollutant, the car tire. Lots of tires, lots of trash, bagged by the amateurs so the pros can come back later and load it onto that trash barge. Chad Progracki has cleaned up 23 rivers in 20 states since he launched Living Lands and Water. This is his 865th cleanup project. In 20 years, his group has removed nearly 10 million pounds of tires, barrels, and orphaned baby dolls out of America's creeks and rivers.
This year, coupled with a lot of great volunteers and some heavy equipment, our new goal is 1 million pounds a year for many years to come, and most of that's going to come out of the Ohio River.
He loves the work, but even Chad thinks the dolls are creepy. He's stumped when you ask him what is the strangest thing he's found. He's found bowling balls, prosthetic limbs, lots of messages and bottles. The message he wants to send is quit trashing the river and come help us clean it up. We can do it.
We've done, in about 29 days, we've done just over 200,000 pounds just in about a 10-mile stretch here. So it's a very noticeable difference. We've had a lot of people come up and say, oh, unbelievable, been looking at that stuff for years, and now it doesn't look anything near what it did. So happy to be a small part of that.
And they're a small part of it. 100 tons of trash that they just hauled down river. They're going to be offloading it here tonight and tomorrow. The tires will be shredded and reused. The recyclables will be recycled. The rest of the trash will be hauled off and properly disposed of. But Paula, they do a whole lot of work. They do it pretty much 7 or 8 months out of the year. They close down in the winter. But he says that he loved coming to Cincinnati, and they plan on being back next year. Reporting live on the Ohio Riverfront, I'm Joe Webb, Local 12 News. Paula?
And Joe, you know how much I love the river. I cannot thank them enough for doing that. Pass that along, and thank you for showing us this story. I really appreciate it. It looks so much better. Living Lands and Waters now headed downriver to clean up the Ohio around Carrollton and Warsaw, Kentucky.